Welcome to Around Town. I'm your host, Abby Stevenson. Monarch Jewels has been serving the Ketchikan community for 5 years now, and they've got some new things in store, including a new location in Juneau. So we're going to stop by, we're going to find out what's new, what's exciting, and what's shiny here at Monarch. Hi, everyone. I'm here with Vinay Kamani, owner of Monarch Jewels.
Hello, everybody.
Vinay, hello. So why don't you tell me a little bit about the history of this store and how you came to Ketchikan?
Oh, yes, absolutely. So we followed the cruise ships, and we used to have locations in the Caribbean, and we would come down. I've been coming up to Ketchikan since the year 2005, and we used to come up here seasonally, return back to the Caribbean, kind of like a lot of people in Alaska do. But Alaska to me was very special, always has been. And every time I went back to the Caribbean, I started liking it a lot less. Although the Caribbean is beautiful, I love the scenery, I love the mountains, and I love Alaska's rugged terrain. And I always knew I wanted to make Alaska home. And the only way that I could do that would be to open my own store. And in the year 2015, we opened up Monarch Jewels. And me and my wife, Sapna, now call Ketchikan our home. And we live here year-round. And we're really excited to share our beautiful inventory and our store with the locals.
What I love is that you walk in and you see the owners greet you right from the door as soon as you walk in. It feels very warming and welcoming, a nice homey environment.
Yes.
I couldn't help but notice these sparkling jewels, the diamonds
Yes.
in the corner when I first came in. Your diamond collection is stunning. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Oh, yes. Everybody specializes in something different, and what Monarch excels in is we actually have, we specialize in diamond semi-mounts, also known as engagement rings, but we actually have the ability with over 400 different mounting semi-mounts to choose. You could choose your own style that appeals to you with the shape of the stone and the shape of the diamond that you like. It could be diamonds, it could be colored stones.
Yeah.
You can actually bring in your own diamond that you've had for many years and you've just wanted to see something fresh and something new. You could bring it in here. We could have it set for you within the day.
Okay.
And that's one of the unique features.
Yeah, you were telling me about how you have these custom settings that you can do.
Correct.
Can you tell me about how that works with the setting versus the stone and the process for people?
Yes, we have a ton of settings in our store that you could choose. We do, halo mountings where the diamonds, surround your center stone. We do the traditional channel set, which, a lot of places you don't see the traditional jewelry anymore. We have something for everybody: yellow gold, white gold, rose gold. But what's really unique is that you can actually come in and we can actually put a stone, either your stone, or we can show you a stone that we have and set that in as well. And you have the ability, if you say, hey, I have a 1.5 carat rectangular shape, emerald cut diamond, we can take one of our diamonds that is the same shape and the same size and kind of put it into an engagement ring and show you how it would look.
Great.
We also specialize in gold. We made it a point to carry our own collection of Italian gold jewelry. Italy is known for their gold, as everybody knows. But 3 places in Italy, it's called the Italian Triangle. You've got Arezzo, Valenza, and Vicenza. Mm-hmm. And we work with small manufacturers from each area to kind of create a unique line, because each part of Italy specializes in something different. So when you come in here and you say, I'm looking for just a gold necklace or a gold hoop, or some a fancy gold necklace, but no, I don't want any diamonds, I don't want any colored stones, this is the store for that. Gold chains for men's, gold chains for women.
I saw those gold bracelets that you can just pull right onto your wrist.
Oh yes, those are lovely as well.
Those are really cool.
Yes. We carry that line called Fope, where Fope is all 18 karat Italian gold, predominantly clasp-free bracelets. It's so interesting. It's it's the mechanism that they have.
There's nothing worse when you're sitting there, you're hitting it, you're trying to get it on your wrist, and you can't. You got one arm, so that solves that problem.
And it's something that you would wear every single day because it's easy to put on and take off on your own. And very classic styles. Their main collection just features 5 different kinds of links.
Wonderful.
And very beautiful pieces.
Thank you, Vinay.
Yeah.
All right, so now I'm talking to Chris, citizen watch extraordinaire of the store, but you do a lot more than that. Why don't you tell me a little bit about the Citizen brand and why it's so important here?
Absolutely. So one of the things that I personally enjoy about Citizen is the fact that 90% of their models are indeed battery free. So they actually use the sunlight or fluorescent light, whatever light levels out there, to constantly charge the batteries in the actual watches.
That's so cool.
Oh, absolutely. And even though we live in Ketchikan and it may not be sunny all the time, I'm wearing my personal Citizen watch right now, and never had to worry about charging it, never had to worry about a battery issue or anything like that.
Is it water resistant for the rain?
Yes, ma'am. It is 200 meters water resistant. And this particular model is the Ultacron. And the main feature of this one is it actually has a pressure sensor, so it tells me what altitude I'm at. I particularly like to hunt around here in Ketchikan, so when you're on top of Deer Mountain at 3,000 feet, it's nice to know just how high you really are.
And speaking of locations, I can't help but hear the seagulls outside as we talk. You guys have an oceanfront view right here.
Yes, ma'am. We're located right here at 38 Front Street, down on Berth 1. And normally when our doors are open, you can hear, the seagulls cawing away. When Phoenix was passing through bubble feeding, you could hear him blow his snout every now and again. So it's a really nice location too.
Yeah, you got front row tickets to whale watching. That's great.
Yes, ma'am.
What are these beautiful jewels that are behind me? That looks so special.
Absolutely. So another brand that we carry is Quartz, and they specialize in what's known as amylite. And amylite is a rare fossil. It's actually the shell of an amylite shellfish that was, of course, died in the mud, and through 71 million years of pressure and coating layers, we get this mosaic of just absolutely stunning colors.
Beautiful.
And the really rare thing about this is there's only a few places you can actually mine it in actual fossils that size. And we source ours directly from Canada. Quartz's one of the only brands that has a license to export the stone from there. So honestly, it's one of those, when you think of Alaska and the Northern Lights, you can't pick a much better gemstone to show that off.
That's so unique and special. Chris, I am fascinated by this, what looks like a gold tree growing out of a rock.
Yeah, so this is one of our rare specimens that we have here at Monarch. And what this is, it's actually a crystalline quartz where the gold veins have been forced through by water pressure in the formation of the earth. And what happens is when they found this, they went through and picked out the pieces of quartz and left just the veins as it were. And what we have is literally a little bonsai tree growing out of the top of the stone.
It really does look like that. That's fascinating.
Yes, ma'am.
And look at these fabulous gold nuggets and specimen. How is this created?
So there's 2 main sources of gold on the earth. One of them is usually placer gold, which is an example here. Placer gold is a rock that, as it got towards the surface of the earth, glaciers actually hit it and scraped it off of the Mother Earth. And then it travels down through the rivers and the creeks underneath it. And that's why you get this really nice polished look. And ultimately, there's only a few places in all the world that this is found. And of course, Alaska and the Yukon being one of them. And then we move into another form of a crystalline specimen. And this one's actually hard rock mined. So this one was actually in the earth, still in a rock. And when they pulled it out, again, just like with the tree, they went in and pulled out all the rest of the quartz and the black rock material.
Wow, and these are all older than you, me, anyone in this store combined. That is fascinating.
Yes, ma'am. And then ultimately we have 2 other examples. This one here is where it is not a quartz crystal, but quartz rock. And you can see, just like with the tree, the gold is actually interspaced inside that stone. So instead of, pulling it out and just getting a bunch of fine material, they left it together to showcase exactly where this comes from. And it's very earthy, it's very organic. It comes right out of the bedrock beneath our feet. And in Alaska, it's a very close touch to home.
That's fabulous. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Not everybody can pull those off. It's very nice.
I think very glamorous.
Because sometimes they kind of go sideways.
No, I think they look beautiful. Sapna, I am dripping in diamonds right now. I feel so glamorous, but diamonds are not just for women. I see you have some items here for men as well.
Yes, so we have some really nice rings for men. We have some really nice 3-stone, settings, and we also do single solitaire settings for men.
Wow.
And these are all customized. So it's not just the ladies that bling. We also have a really nice men's line.
Fantastic. And what is happening with this gorgeous pendant I see here?
So we have really nice custom work pieces.
Okay.
This one is all about the baguettes.
It is.
So we've done a round baguette and a round diamond line, and we specialize in white gold, yellow, and also pink gold.
Pink gold, that is in, is it not?
It is.
It is all the rage right now.
Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Now, am I correct in understanding that this is the world's rarest gemstone?
That's
I mean,
true.
talk about a VIP look into gems. What is this called?
So, Abby, this is the world's rarest gemstone. It's called the Alexandrite. This is also the birthstone for the month of June.
Okay.
And I'm just going to show you. So you see how it's green,
It's green right now.
right? And then when it hits incandescent light, it changes
Ooh,
to
yeah, it does.
the red purple.
I can see it. It's like a deep purple red color.
Yes. So that's the beauty about this gemstone, Alexandrite.
Wonderful.
It's gorgeous.
So if someone were to come and purchase an item, they can't pay for it right away, does Monarch offer financing for customers?
Actually, we do. We offer really financeable options, anywhere from 6 to 60 months. And typically, we try to offer plans that are interest-free. If you're paying interest, then ultimately you're paying more for our beautiful products, and we don't want that. We want you to come in, feel comfortable, and know that you can actually finance what you're paying for now so you can enjoy it over years versus breaking the bank in one day.
Yeah, and not paying an arm and leg in interest.
Yes, ma'am.
That's fabulous. And what hours are you guys open during the week?
So typically we are open anywhere from 10 o'clock until 6 o'clock in the evening. But very typically you'll find myself and Vinay here by 9 o'clock every morning. And, depending upon who's here, sometimes, the customers like to just sit around and chit chat with us. So, we're open 7 days a week. So at the end of the day, if you're interested or curious, always just come on by. Our doors are always open, even when it's frigid out,
Yeah.
So that's what we like. We like being that local jewelry store that people feel comfortable coming in.
And tell me a little bit about your background working with the jewelry store. I understand you met Vinay at a bank.
Yes, ma'am. So I actually, I've lived here my whole life.
Yep.
I'm a local, so I actually started out in banking here in Ketchikan,
Yep.
and a lot of people know me from that. But at the beginning of the year, I wanted to change it up, and I knew Vinay from, of course, helping him out there. And one of the things that really struck me about Vinay and his wife Sapna is they're one of the few who literally, they love Ketchikan. They love it almost as much as I do. And that's one of the rarest things you can find in what people would consider a tourism type oriented location. And when you get to know them, you really find out that there's a lot of passion that goes into Ketchikan, and they really do care about this place. And that's what attracted me to come work for them, because if I don't believe in the operation that I'm running for them, then ultimately we're not going to be successful. And it comes from passion.
That's so inspiring. Thank you for sharing that. And is there a website or a Facebook page that people can go to see some products, learn a little bit more about the company?
Yeah,
before they come in?
absolutely. So we actually are working on rebranding and rebuilding both our website and social media. So you can actually find us at www.monarchjewels.com, not jewelers, jewels with an S. And ultimately our Facebook page is the same, Monarch Jewels. And you'll see, you know, not only the beautiful scenery we have out in front of the store, but you'll also see Vinay and Sapna and a few of our customers who've come in over the years. And, you know, just come check us out because we put the last 4 months of effort into getting this to a level that we feel is right for Ketchikan.
Great. Thank you so much, Chris. We really appreciate your help today.
You're very welcome. It was fun to be here.